Hope that all of you are fine and safe. Hoping all of you are following lockdown rules. Okay, now let us discuss about today's class. Today, let us start our new chapter of geography, that is land resources. In our previous chapter of geography, we have discussed about natural resources. Land is also one of the natural resources. In this chapter, let us discuss in detail about land resources. As we know that among all natural resources, land is the most important natural resources. We use land for many purposes such as agriculture, livestock rearing. Children, do you know what is livestock rearing? Livestock rearing means domesticating the animals and also using the animals for agriculture purpose, milk, meat, etc. Land is also used for mining, industries, transport, habitation, etc. Habitation means the particular place or area which we live, that means the place where human beings live and the place where animals also live. Example, forest. Who owns the land? It is being used judicially and sustainably. It is being properly conserved or it is being degraded. These are questions we need to think about and understand. Let us see land use in India. Every country uses its land in different ways. Some people use their land for farming, some use their land to build urban habitation, some use for industries, and some area is covered by forests. Land use means now the people of a country use their land for different purpose. Land use keep changing from time to time. India total geographic area is 32.8 lakhs per square kilometer. Only 93% of this land is used. Let us see these two diagrams which explained about the land use in whole country in the year 1950-51 and in the year 2010-11. It explained about changes in land use since independence. Okay, my dear students, our next topic is important topic, that is forest. Land with excess vegetation is called forest. Forests are the main source of fuel wood, timber, roots and tubers, wild fruits, medicines, fodders, etc. India's forest land is increased from 14% to 23% in the last 60 years. But this increase in forest land continued up to the 1970-71. From then onwards, the area of forest land remains constant. The term forest land refers to the land that should be used for forest. For example, in 2010, the total percentage of forest land is 23%, but actual area of forest covered with trees is only 19.5%. Plants absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and release oxygen during the photosynthesis. Forests are so important for our survival. Less of forest endangers our air, water resource, plants and animals. 33% of countries should be under forest, but in 1987 only 19.49% of India's land was under forest. After a great efforts, forest land increased to 21.23% in 2013. Chhattisgarh is among the state with high forest cover of 41.75%. In contrast, Uttar Pradesh has just 57% and Orissa has 31.36%. The northeastern states such as Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, etc. have the maximum forest cover 70% to 83%. My dear children, now let us discuss about orchards. Orchards means the part of the land which is covered by the fruit bearing trees from last 60 years. Slowly, orchards land is converted into agricultural land. Thus, the part of the land which is under the orchards decreases from 7% to 1% during this period. Now we will discuss about agricultural land. Our next topic is agricultural land. Agriculture is an important source of our country. The majority of India's population is employed in agriculture, which provide us food grains and raw materials for industries. In 1950-51, our 42% of land is covered with agriculture, and today 46% of land is covered with agriculture. The area which is under the agriculture is stable since 1970. Only 38.75% of our agricultural land is irrigated and can be multi-cropped. That means 2 or 3 crops can be cultivated on same land. Now let us discuss about non-agricultural land. Non-agricultural land means the land which is not used for agriculture. Non-agricultural land includes snow-capped mountain land, houses, shops, industries, roads, railways, markets, playgrounds, river, dams, etc. Industrialization, urbanization, and the growth of transport has increased land use from 4% in 1950 to 1961 to 9% in 2010-11. Today there is a growing demand to acquire agricultural land for industrialization and urban development. Sometimes industries acquire the land of farmers for their use and pay compensation to them. Our next topic is fallow land. Farmers sometimes leave their less fertile land so that the land can recover its fertility. Fallow land can be divided into two categories: current fallow and old fallow. Current fallow is a land that has been left cultivated for 1 year. Old fallow land is that has been left cultivated for more than a year. Now we will discuss about barren land. Barren land includes two types of land. One is land with less possibility for agriculture. This includes rocks, hilly land, etc. And other is land which can be improved through soil and moisture conservation work. These land are developed for the needs of India's increasing population. Barren land has decreased from 21% to 10% over the last 60 years because nowadays such lands are used for modern agriculture and afforestation. Now we discuss about pasture land. Pasture land means the land which is used for grazing of animals. This land is for the use of a common people to graze their livestock, means animals, and also to collect fuel woods. The area under pasturage in India increased between 1950-51 and 1970-71 and decreased over the past 40 years, which has affected the poor category people because they lead their livelihood basing on livestock. Now another topic we discuss, our next topic is land acquisition by the government. The government has the right to take private land or village land for public use after paying compensation. The government can legally adopt land for building road, railways, airport, mines, industrial areas, hospital, offices, etc. These projects requires a large area of land. At that time, people living in a large number of villages get shifted to the other place. In 2013, the Indian Parliament a legislation called the Land Acquisition Act 2013. Okay children, thank you. We will continue our remaining topic in our next class. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much.